Hi everybody, this is Deb here with Brave SC. We have a lot going on this summer and we know that you do too. So we want to do a quick video and run through all the options for the summer and where you can find registration links and things like that just to make it a little bit easier. So let's get started. For the summer, we'll be having competitive team training, specialized clinics, futsal, private lessons, summer camp, and USL2 games. So the way that you get pricing information and registration links and everything like that for everything that we have going on in the summer would be you go into our website and then under the youth tab, you will find summer soccer. Now in there, we're gonna have a lot of things. This is a very large page, but we divided it into things that are happening in Summerfield, things that are happening in Middleton, and the different offerings up here. Competitive team training. So this is our first option for the summer. We will be doing session 1 and session 2, which each session is going to run for about a month. They'll be training twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And you can choose which session, or you can go ahead and do both months. And we wanted to make sure that the players are getting as much playing time during the summer as possible so they can build on the skills that they learn in the spring and be ready for the fall. Specialized training. These will be clinics that will be offering the whole entire summer. They'll be focusing on offensive, defensive, as well as goalkeeper. These clinics will be for maximum 5 players, allowing the coach to really be able to correct and adjust as he goes with a smaller group of players. And they would be in different times. So if you are only able to bring the child here in the evenings, we will have them on Mondays and Fridays. And if you're able to bring them during the day, we will be offering them in different times throughout the day. So the way that you would register for the specialized clinic will be on our website. Over here, you can click on clinics, which is the middle tab. And you would have a form that you would fill out and let us know if you're available during the day or if you're available in the evening. And once this information is sent to us, we'll be able to contact you and start forming the clinics. I know that I mentioned offensive, defense, and goalkeeper training clinics, but these are not based on the position of the player on the field. They're based on what is going to be taught at that particular clinic. Let me explain. So for the offensive clinics, we will have on example for section 1, we're gonna have shooting and we're gonna have the attack the free area. So this is where we're gonna be working the whole hour of the clinic. Now, my son, for example, is going to be going from a division that does not allow heading and he's going into one that does. So I would be looking at something like option 4, where they're going to be working on offensive headers and they're going to be also working on passing combination for offensive players. So that would be a great option for him. You know, there's a lot of great things in here, like mastering the weak foot, crossing and finishing with one touch, which is helpful for all the positions on the field. Now, as we go into defensive clinics, we will be again doing something like heading that we mentioned on the other one, but this time the heading is to get the ball away from the area. So it would be a different stance, a different position on the field that you would be trying to work on. We'll be doing things like how do you protect and use your body, how to do long passes. So on the defensive side, it would be helpful for all the players on the field, but we will be looking at defensive actions on these clinics. And the way that you let us know what you're most interested in is on the form at the website. There will be these boxes. So you can click as many as you would like to do. And also would have an option for the goalkeepers, but you would click as many as you would want to do, letting us know what you're interested in. And once we have that from you, we'll be able to form the clinics and let you know what days and times those would be. Futsal. Another great option we'll have in the summer is going to be futsal for 1 month. These are going to be Saturday mornings, and we're excited because we're going to be able to offer this in Buffalo Ridge and Middleton as well. This is a very fast-paced game where they're doing 4v4, 5v5 on the field, so they're doing a lot more touches to the ball. It's very quick, and is going to help them with their ball control and their quick thinking. Something really awesome about futsal is that the players are touching the ball on average 500% more. So this is a fun, great way indoors to get them to work on their ball control. One of my family's favorite option for the summer is our summer camp, and they're working with USL2 players that are coming in Summerfield and Middleton. We have morning and full day options. They're working on the field, they're working indoors, they're going into the classroom. And we have our club coaches with them the whole time, but we also do shifts of our USL2 players, which are players in college that will be playing for us in the summer. They'll be coming in different shifts and they'll be working with different groups of kids. And this is a really fun, exciting. We've had in the past kids where they would be signed up for the morning only, and they would be coming back to us and just asking to just shift for the full day because they did not want to leave. So they'll be exhausted by the end of the day, but definitely ready to come again the next day. So this is a really fun option, and it's for 5 days for Summerfield and 3 days for Middleton. Everything I mentioned so far could be found on that one tab that says Summer Soccer. So here you would find everything that I just mentioned, the camp, the training, the clinics, everything that we've just talked about can be found in this one page. Extras. So we also have private lessons, nutritional evaluation, and sports performance, which is a physical evaluation. Private lessons. These one-on-one lessons are done in a package of 4. So the first lesson, they would speak to the coach, let them know exactly what they're trying to get out of this and what they want to improve and what are the areas they're more concerned about. And then throughout the 4 lessons that they'll meet with the coach, they'll be working on those skills. Coaches Iago Lopez and Gustavo Veiga will be working with field players. And for goalkeepers, we have our goalkeeper coach Sergio Santos, as well as our USL2 goalkeeper Matias Tiepo. Nutritional evaluation is a program that we have with the club with Lorena, our nutritionist. She is able to take some body measurements, and after she does that, she's able to talk to the player about their nutritional needs and what they want to accomplish. So the thing that is really great is after the measurements are done, she's able to sit down with the player and talk to them about their nutritional needs. So she'll talk about things like what they should eat in the morning, first thing when they wake up, what they should have for a meal, before a game, after a game, before a practice, and what they want to get out of this. So do they want to gain more muscle mass? Are they concerned about some fat mass? And things of that nature. So this is something that not only our players have taken advantage of, but we do know of a few parents that have also reached out to us and wanting to have this service as well. So for players or for parents, if you want to talk to our nutritionist, we have that option. So we have gone over the nutritional evaluation, but now we're talking about physical evaluation. Now this is done with our physiologist, Claudio Pavanelli, and what he does is he will go and get the age, height, position of the player, and things like that, and then he will do a series of tests. And once he's done with all those tests, he'll come with results, and he's able to talk to the player about their specific needs. I wanted to show you guys an example of a player. This was a 13-year-old that did the test, and if you could see here, this would be the ideal. Now, on the example we have here in red, which is where the player currently is. So the numbers will be different for every player. And for this specific player, the most that he needs to work on would be agility and speed. There's also power, fatigue index, coordination, and whatnot, but the recommendation from Pavanelli for this specific player was to work on agility and speed. And what we can do is after a few months of working on these things, they can come back and do the test again and see where the improvement has happened. So this is a really great way to see where the player is and where we'd like to get. To sign up for any of the ones that I just talked about, either private lessons, nutritional evaluation, or physical evaluation, you can go under youth and you'll go down into the Training Plus tab. Now this tab would have all the things that I just talked about. You can either click over here or you can scroll down. You have some of the information that I talked about with some samples, and you can go through the whole thing reading about Puffinelli or the program review for the private lessons and whatnot, and this is where you click if you are interested in any of these programs. Last but not least are our USL2 games. Now these are really fun. I know a lot of you have already attended some, but we will be having 6 home games this year, which is really exciting. So all games are free for the club players. They'll come in either with their practice shirts or with a game jersey, and they get in for free. We will be playing at the Buffalo Ridge campus. Our first home game would be on June 1st. But to keep up to date with all the information about the USL2 games, I recommend that you go to our website. We do have a lot of information here, including upcoming matches. So our first match of the season will be away against Florida Elite on May 20th. On that day, around 7 p.m., we will have a link here if the game is being streamed by Florida Elite, so you guys can already start seeing our boys on the field. So this is really fun. Our schedule is posted here as well, and this is where we update what's going on, including the standings and things like that. So here on the USL2, we'll have the schedules, and we also will have our roster pretty shortly. So this is a really cool thing to do with the kids. Come out, see really great soccer being played, and be a part of our club that way. Looking ahead to the fall, registration is now open. Uniform orders, if you need to order uniforms, different sizes or any extras, this is the time to do it because we'll be putting the uniform order in very soon. The first week of practice will be August 12th, but before that, I know we're going to see you guys on the field because we have a lot going on in the summer. So thank you guys for your time. If you have any question, either send us a message on WhatsApp or on info@bravesc.com, and we'll be happy to help. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great summer.